Welcome to Pharma Center. Today we are going to see about the detailed explanation of water soluble vitamins and coenzymes. Already we have discussed about fat soluble vitamins. I have given the link of that video in description box. You can refer it. Coming today. Vitamins are organic compounds present in food and are required in minute quantities for normal growth, maintenance and reproduction. The absence of vitamins in food produces specific deficiency diseases. Now the classification of vitamins. Vitamins are broadly classified into two groups. One is fat soluble vitamins and another one is water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins consist of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Coming to water soluble vitamins, water soluble vitamin consists of vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, B12 and vitamin C. We can see the water soluble vitamins one by one in detail. First vitamin in water soluble vitamin is vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 also called as thiamine. It contains a pyrimidine ring and a thiazole ring. So this is the structure of vitamin B1. Now the sources of vitamin B1. So the good sources includes unpolished rice, wheat germ, cereals, pulses, nuts and oil seeds. Polishing of rice removes 80% of thiamine. The poor sources of vitamin B1 includes meat, fish, milk, vegetables and fruits. Now coming to physiological actions of vitamin B1. So the coenzyme form of vitamin B1 is TPP, that is thiamine pyrophosphate. So the physiological action includes decarboxylation of pyruvic acid and alpha ketoglutaric acid in citric acid cycle and transketolase reaction in HMP shunt of glucose metabolism. Now coming to a deficiency of diseases of vitamin B1, that is beriberi. The requirement of vitamin B1 is 1.5 mg daily. Clinical manifestation of vitamin B1 deficiency, that is beriberi, includes first manifestation gastrointestinal manifestation, that is anorexia, loss of appetite and diarrhea. Coming to cardiovascular manifestation includes palpitation, enlargement of the heart and edema. And neurological manifestation includes peripheral neuritis and Wernicke's encephalopathy. Next vitamin is vitamin B2 riboflavin. So riboflavin vitamin B2 is also called as lactoflavin and it is an orange yellow compound. It contains D-ribitol, which is a ribose alcohol, and isoalloxazine, which is a 3-ringed structure. So this is the structure of vitamin B2. Now coming to a sources of vitamin B2, the rich sources includes milk, eggs, liver, leafy vegetables, grains and nuts. Physiological functions of vitamin B2. In the living cell, riboflavin forms two phosphorylated derivatives. One is flavin mononucleotide, that is FMN, and another one is flavin adenine dinucleotide, that is FAD. This FMN and FAD act as coenzymes in biological oxidation. Now coming to a deficiency diseases of vitamin B2, it causes cheilosis, that is a painful fissures at the angles of mouth, and glossitis, swollen and magenta colored tongue and eye changes, that is ulceration of cornea, photophobia and cataract formation. So the daily requirement of vitamin B2 is 1.5 to 1.8 mg. Next vitamin is vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is also known as niacin or nicotinic acid. It is a pellagra preventing factor. Niacin is pyridine 3 carboxylic acid. Niacinamide or nicotinamide is an important derivative of niacin. Niacinamide is the acid amide of nicotinic acid. Coming to a sources of vitamin B3, the good sources involves liver, milk, tomatoes, yeast and green leafy vegetables. This is the structure of nicotinic acid, that is vitamin B3, and this is the structure of nicotinamide. Now coming to the physiological actions of vitamin B3, that is niacin, its stimulation of central nervous system, vasodilation, increased blood flow. Nicotinamide forms two phosphorylated derivatives. One is NAD, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, and another one is NADP, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. These both NAD and NADP act as coenzymes to form dehydrogenases. Nicotinamide is the end product in the metabolic pathway of tryptophan, which is an essential amino acid. Now coming to a deficiency diseases of vitamin B3. So pellagra. So pellagra is characterized by 3Ds, that is dermatitis, diarrhea and dementia. Then gastrointestinal symptoms occurs. It involves abdominal pain, alternating diarrhea and constipation, stomatitis, glossitis and gingivitis. So the daily requirement of vitamin B3 is 17 to 21 mg daily. The next vitamin is vitamin B5, that is pantothenic acid. So pantothenic acid is a viscous oil soluble in water. Pantothenic acid consists of two parts. One is pantoic acid and beta alanine. Pantoic acid is also known as dihydroxy dimethyl butyric acid. So both are united by peptide linkage. This is the structure of pantothenic acid. Now coming to a sources of vitamin B5, that is good sources, involves royal jelly, egg yolk, kidney, liver and yeast. Now coming to physiological functions. So metabolic functions are due to two coenzyme form, that is coenzyme A, CoA and acetyl-CoA. So CoA is required for a conversion of alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl-CoA in citric acid cycle and in the oxidation of fatty acid. Acetyl-CoA is required for citric acid cycle, formation of acetylcholine and in the synthesis of cholesterol and steroid hormones. Now coming to a deficiency diseases of vitamin B5. So there is no deficiency diseases have been reported in humans. Requirements is 5 to 12 mg for adults. Next vitamin is vitamin B6, that is pyridoxine. Pyridoxine is a derivative of pyridine. The three naturally occurring forms of pyridoxine are pyridoxal, pyridoxal and pyridoxamine. So all these three forms have vitamin B6 activity. Now coming to a sources of vitamin B6. So the rich sources involves rice policing, germinating cereals, yeast and egg yolk. The requirements. So daily requirement of vitamin B6 is 2 mg daily for adults. So this is the structure of pyridoxal, pyridoxine and pyridoxamine. Now coming to the physiological actions. The coenzyme form in metabolic reactions, pyridoxal phosphate. The phosphorylated derivative of pyridoxal is pyridoxal phosphate, used in the transamination of glutamic acid to alpha ketoglutarate acid and in the decarboxylation of dopa to dopamine and decarboxylation of glutamic acid to gamma aminobutyrate. Also, it is a coenzyme in transsulfuration and desulfuration reaction. Now coming to deficiency diseases, epileptiform convulsion in infants, reversible type of microcytic hypochromic anemia, peripheral neuritis in tuberculosis patient receiving treatment with isoniazid. So this is the deficiency diseases of vitamin B6. Now coming to a next vitamin, that is vitamin B7, also known as biotin. Biotin is a sulfur containing B complex vitamin. It is a heterocyclic monocarboxylic acid. The structure contains two fused ring. One is imidazole ring and thiophene ring. So this is the structure of vitamin B7. Now coming to a sources of vitamin B7, the good sources includes egg yolk, liver, kidney, yeast, milk, tomatoes and fruits. Now coming to physiological functions, biotin acts as a coenzyme for carboxylase which catalyze carboxylation or carbon dioxide fixation. Also biotin acts as a coenzyme in fatty acid synthesis, carbohydrate metabolism, purine synthesis and in amino acid metabolism. Now the deficiency symptoms includes nausea, anorexia, anemia, muscular pain, dermatitis for extremities. Now the requirement of vitamin B7. Biotin is sufficiently produced by intestinal bacteria, so there is no need for dietary requirement. Coming to a next vitamin, that is vitamin B9, which is also called as folic acid. The term folic acid is applied to compounds which having following three groups in their structure. These three groups are glutamic acid, PABA and pyridine. So PABA is also known as para-amino benzoic acid. The naturally occurring forms of folic acid may have 1, 3 or 7 glutamic acid residues. This is the structure of folic acid. Now coming to a sources of vitamin B9, the best sources involves green leafy vegetables, cauliflower and yeast, and good animal sources is liver and kidney. Physiological functions. So vitamin B9 is necessary for the growth and maturation of red blood cells and helps in the synthesis of purine, pyrimidine and nucleic acid, acts as coenzyme in single carbon transfer reactions, helps in transmethylation reactions, for example homocysteine 2 methionine. Deficiency symptoms involves megaloblastic anemia and requirements 5 mg daily for adult, 0.6 to 0.8 mg in pregnant and lactating women. The next vitamin is vitamin B12, which is also known as cyanocobalamin. It is also called as antipernicious anemia factor. It contains a choline ring which is made up of 4 pyrrole rings. The pyrrole rings are connected to each other either directly or by methane bridges, and the choline ring is connected to a DBI nucleotide, that is 5,6 dimethyl benzimidazole nucleotide. A cobalt atom is connected to the 4 pyrrole rings and also to the benzimidazole ring. The cobalt atom is further connected to a cyanide group. Sources. The good sources is liver, kidney, egg, meat and milk, almost absent in vegetarian food. So this is the structure of vitamin B12. Now coming to absorption of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is absorbed in intestine, and for the absorption of vitamin B12, a factor called intrinsic factor is necessary. It is a glycoprotein secreted by the parietal cells of gastric mucosa. In the absence of intrinsic factor, vitamin B12 is not absorbed. Now coming to physiological functions. Vitamin B12 along with folic acid is necessary for the maturity and development of red blood cells, and it acts as a coenzyme in the conversion of methylmalonyl CoA to succinyl CoA. Also it acts as a coenzyme in methyl group transfer reactions. It is required for the conversion of ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides. Now coming to deficiency diseases of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 deficiency may lead to megaloblastic anemia and pernicious anemia. The pernicious anemia is due to the deficiency of intrinsic factor required for the absorption of vitamin B12. Now the clinical manifestation of vitamin B12. The defective development of red blood cells leading to the accumulation of megaloblast. In the atrophy of the mucous membrane of mouth and tongue. Lesions in the central nervous system described as subacute combined degeneration. Now coming to a requirement. So 2 to 4 micrograms daily is required. So the next water soluble vitamin is vitamin C. Vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid. It is also called as antiscorbutic vitamin. Its structure is similar to that of L-glucose and it is a derivative of glucose. Chemically, it is N-diol lactone of gluconic acid. Vitamin C is readily oxidized to dehydroascorbic acid and vitamin C is a good reducing agent. Both oxidized and reduced forms of ascorbic acid are biologically active. Now coming to our sources. The good sources includes citrus fruits, that is lemon and oranges, berries, melons, leafy vegetables, cabbages and tomatoes. Now coming to physiological functions of vitamin C. It is necessary for the functional activity of fibroblast and osteoclast. Necessary for the collagen synthesis, involved in the oxidation reduction reactions and acts as a hydrogen transport agent. Helps in ion absorption by converting a ferric ion to ferrous ion. Involved in the conversion of folic acid to active tetrahydrofolic acid. So this is the structure of vitamin C. Now the deficiency diseases of vitamin C is scurvy. The symptoms of scurvy includes widespread hemorrhage, painful and swollen joints, defective teeth formation and defective bone formation. Requirement is 75 to 100 mg daily. That's all about water soluble vitamins. Now we are going to see about coenzymes. So the coenzymes are non-protein organic compounds present in enzymes associated with them. Coenzymes accelerate enzyme action. And the coenzymes differ from enzymes in the following aspects. The coenzyme is non-protein in nature, low molecular weight, heat stable, separated by dialysis, and it is generally derived from vitamins. Now coming to attachment of coenzyme to enzyme. So coenzyme is a non-protein substance. It is attached to the enzyme, which is a protein substance. If the attachment is weak, so that dissociation can occur, the non-protein part is called as coenzyme. If the attachment is firm, the non-protein part is called as prosthetic group. Next topic, apoenzyme. It is the protein part of enzyme to which the coenzyme or prosthetic group is attached. Next topic, haloenzyme. Haloenzyme is the complete enzyme. It consists of apoenzyme or coenzyme, that is prosthetic group. So this is the formula you can easily understand. So haloenzyme is equal to apoenzyme plus coenzyme or prosthetic group. So this apoenzyme is a protein part and coenzyme is a non-protein part. Now classification of coenzymes. So coenzymes are broadly classified into two types. One is group transferring coenzyme and another one is hydrogen transferring coenzymes. The group transferring coenzyme includes TPP, that is thiamine pyrophosphate, biotin and coenzyme A. Hydrogen transferring coenzyme includes NAD, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, and FAD, that is flavin adenine dinucleotide, and FMN, that is flavin mononucleotide. Association of coenzymes with vitamins. Many coenzymes form the constituents of vitamin B complex. Also, the coenzymes are associated with these vitamins. Now, we can see the vitamins and their coenzymes. First one is pantothenic acid. The coenzyme of pantothenic acid is coenzyme A, that is CoA. Vitamin B12, cobamide, niacin, NAD and NADP, riboflavin, FMN and FAD, thiamine, TPP. Now coming to functions of coenzymes. So coenzyme is used to transfer hydrogen or groups, accept the atom or a group from the substrate and transfer them to other molecules. We can see various coenzymes and their functions. First coenzyme is NAD and NADP. It is used in hydrogen transfer. FAD and FMN, it is used in hydrogen transfer. TPP, it is used in acetyl group transfer. Biotin, it is used in carboxyl group transfer. And coenzyme A, it is used in acyl group transfer. Next topic is coenzyme A, that is CoA. It is the coenzyme form of pantothenic acid and it is composed of ATP, pantothenic acid and metcaptoethylamine. So it is a group transferring coenzyme and the reaction of coenzyme A is due to the presence of sulfhydryl group, that is SH group. And it also accepts acetyl group to form acetyl CoA, which takes part in a number of metabolic reactions. This coenzyme A, that is CoA, is required for conversion of alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl CoA in citric acid cycle and also in the oxidation of fatty acids. Now coming to a next topic, that is acetyl CoA. It is the coenzyme form of pantothenic acid and it is formed by the transfer of acetate to coenzyme A. This acetyl CoA takes part in the number of following metabolic reactions. It is utilized in the citric acid cycle. It combines with choline to form acetylcholine. It is the starting material for cholesterol synthesis and it is the starting material for synthesis of ketone bodies. It is used in the synthesis and elongation of fatty acids and it is used for the synthesis of steroid hormones. That's all about today's video. If you like this video, like and share to your friends and subscribe our channel. Thank you and stay tuned for upcoming videos.